what I want you to be clear about is that you would multiply the 25 times the pi, take that total answer and divide it, take it from both sides, and you would have an answer of 4. Okay? So let's take a look, and we're going to work these two together. All right? I'm going to pull out my rusty dusty calculator that's on my phone, and let's get started. Here we have 4 as R and 15 as our height. Okay? 4 as R and 15 as our height. Let's get us a sheet of paper to work with here. All right. You would, okay, here we go. Our formula is pi r squared times h. Okay, hopefully you can see that, my little short piece of paper. So now we have pi 4 squared times 15, and that will be the volume for that. Okay, over here we use the same formula, pi r squared h, but here pi is 4, so that's pi 4 squared, and h we don't know, but we do know it equals 172. I'm sorry, 176. Okay, so you figure those out, and then I will come back later when we have our conference with the answers. Okay, let's take a look now at the rest of the lesson. The rest of the lesson says that how much salsa is missing from the jar. Okay, so the missing salsa fills the cylinder with a height of 10 minus 4. So here's the 4 that's left, here's the 10, 10 minus 4, and then this is the radius to the lid of the jar. Okay, all right, so here we have the pi, and here we have the total volume. Okay, so here we have pi, 5 is the radius, and then 6 is the amount that's missing. That's the amount we want to know, because 10 minus 4 is 6, and so now we know that we're missing 471 cubic centimeters cube from the jar. Okay, and so that's how that works. Okay, excuse me. Now we want to move on to the homework assignment. Okay, and the homework assignment is here on page 170 in our workbook. All right, so let's get started here on page 170 in our workbook with number 2. We want to find the volume of the cylinder. Remember, our formula is pi r squared h. Okay, so here we have pi, r is 4 squared, and h here is 10. All right, pi squared is going to give us 16 pi, and give us times h. So let's see what 16 pi is. Okay, 16 times 3.14. Okay, and then times 10. So we have 502.4 inches cubed. Okay. All right. Now let's move forward to number 4. On number 4, it says find the height of the cylinder. We know what the volume is. So we have 650 is equal to pi r is going to be 4 in this case. 4 squared times h we don't know. So here we have 650 is equal to pi times 16 times h. So pi times 16 is going to give us, notice we do the pi times the radius before we multiply h. Okay, all right, so then we want to take a look at 16 times 3.14 is going to give us 650.24 H, and we divide both sides by that. Okay. So we have 650 divided by 50.24, and our height is 12.94 is equal our height. Okay. All right, so in that case, we would round it to 13. All right, so now let's move forward to number 6. Number 6 says, to make orange juice, the directions call for a can of orange juice concentrate to be mixed with 3 cans of water. What is the volume of the orange juice that you make? All right, so now we have pi r squared times h. Now, in this case, it says that we have 3 cans of water, okay? All right, so in other words, once we get the volume, we're going to multiply this by 3, okay? So let's go. 3 times pi, r is going to be 1.5 times h. So 3 and 1.5. 1.5 times 3.14 gives us 4.71 times 5 times 5. Okay, so 1 can is 23.55, but it said it makes 3 times the amount, so we're going to multiply that times 3, and so we get 70.65 inches cubed. Okay, and so if that was times 15, what would that be? I don't know where to get that number from. 45 pi. Where you get 45 pi from? Base times the height.